Good morning, all. So we are continuing the Kubernetes series. So today we are going to deploy application in Amazon EKS. Okay, how to deploy application in Amazon EKS that we will see today. So for that, whatever the steps we did, the same steps we need to follow. Okay, there is no changes at all. So first we need to follow the step-by-step process, then we'll create it. So everybody, after that you can follow the document and we can create. So open the notepad. So the project name is create EKS cluster. EKS cluster and deploy application. So here, step number 1, task. You can mention as a task. Task. So task number 1 is create a Amazon EKS cluster. No. Task 1 అనేది ఉండాల, దాంట్లోని హెడ్డింగ్ అనేది, దాంట్లో స్టెప్స్ వస్తాయి. టాస్క్ 1 క్రియేట్, దాని పక్కనే రాసేయండి, లేకపోతే మీ ఇష్టం. క్రియేట్ అమెజాన్ ఈకేఎస్ క్లస్టర్. So go to your AWS console. So right side, add a cluster, create. So now few things it will ask. Okay, in the first page, what are the option it is asking now? Name and Kubernetes version. So go to the notepad. The below name equal to, so name colon, maybe you can give that. Name colon. No. Equal to తీసేసి colon పెట్టుకోండి. So example, my app, space ఇవ్వకూడదు. My app, better can give small letters only. Don't give any capital letters. My app hyphen EKS hyphen cluster 1. Next, version. So this version is, what are the version it is showing in the display that you can use it. Go to the AWS console. Version, you can maybe you can reason, you can select 1.27 or 1.26 or 1.25, anything you can select. Better can select the older version, at least one version or 2 versions before that you can select it. 25 is fine. If you select that version in the console, if you select the version in the drop-down list, and you can see this 1.23 supported Amazon EKS until November, October 11, 2023 only. So they'll give the end date also. Based on that, you can check that. Okay. Even if you give 1.23 also, it will work. So scroll down after you select the 1.25. Now here, cluster service role we need to create. So cluster service rule we need to create. So cluster EKS already created. So first of all, duplicate this window, AWS window, and go to IAM service. Check IAM role. IAM rules. Yeah. Now cluster EKS is there. Can please select and delete it. Delete. And one more cluster also is there. Can you please delete that one also? The cluster EKS node group, that also you can delete. We are creating a fresh one. Done. Next, go here and you can refresh here. In the right side, there is a refresh button is that you can refresh. Now can select the drop down list. No services are available. We need to create a new role. So go to IAM service, create a role. So now here we need to select the below services called Amazon EKS cluster policy. The below, not EC2, not EC2. That's what I'm telling. The below use Amazon EKS cluster. Type EKS. Just type EKS. Yeah. So when you select the EKS cluster, that's enough. In this, EKS cluster you can select and you can click on next now. And wait. Wait చేయండి. Amazon, can you please scroll to right? The policy name should be clear. No, the first column. Amazon EKS cluster policy. That's fine. Click on next. And you can give the name of the policy. My app hyphen EKS cluster. CKS కాదు EKS. Cluster hyphen role. So go to the notepad. Go to the notepad. Next one. Next line. Next one more line. Give some space. Okay. IAM role. Heading is IAM role. The below that, IAM role name is my app name equal to my app EKS cluster role. And what is the policy? Okay, attached policy. The next line is attached policy is policy attached. Amazon EKS cluster policy. Amazon EKS cluster policy without space. Amazon EKS cluster policy. Okay, word adi. Amazon EKS cluster policy. So the policy name should be, the first letter will be capital and second word, first letter should be capital, like that it will be available. ఇందులోని అమెజాన్ లో ఈ అనేది క్యాపిటల్ వస్తుంది, క్లస్టర్ లో సి క్యాపిటల్ వస్తుంది, పి క్యాపిటల్ వస్తుంది. And you can create one more policy also. Okay, so that I'll show you later. Now can go back to the lab. Scroll down. మీరు మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసుకోండి కావాలంటే, బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నాయిస్ వస్తుంది, మ్యూట్ పెట్టేసుకో. Now can create a role. Now go back to the EKS cluster. So now my app EKS cluster role is selected successfully. Scroll down. So here secret encryption tags are showing that not required. Click on next. Move to the step number 2. So in the step number 2, cluster configuration. మీ నేమ్ ఇవ్వలేదా? So my app EKS cluster 1. So can you please check the notepad? Cluster 1. Yeah. Next. The next concept is VPC. So network you need to select. Default VPC only we will go. But the security group, we are going to deploy application, right? So a proper security group we need to create. So then only the application will get communicated by the user with the help of security group. So go to the next tab, make a duplicate tab. Make a duplicate tab. Go to EC2. Under the EC2 security group, create a new security group. You can give that my app hyphen EKS hyphen SG. SG full form security group. And description not required. Scroll down. Add inbound rule. Click add inbound rule. So we are going to deploy the server Linux. So port number 8 is required. Click on add rule. port number 80, connect from anywhere. We are going to deploy web applications mostly. So second rule will be, ఎందుకండి దాని డిస్క్రిప్షన్ తీస్తున్నారు, అవసరం లేదు. మీ స్క్రోల్ ఆ ఫాంట్ అంతా కొద్దిగా మ్యాక్సిమైజ్ లో ఉంది, కొద్దిగా మినిమైజ్ చేసుకోండి. రైట్ సైడ్ లో 80% పెట్టుకోండి, 80% పెట్టుకోండి. సో ఫస్ట్ రూల్ ఉంది కదా, ఫస్ట్ రూల్ రిమూవ్ చేయండి. ఇన్బౌండ్ రూల్ ఉంది కదా, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కాకూడదు ఫస్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు, చాలా క్లారిటీగా చేయండి. క్లిక్ ఆన్ యాడ్ రూల్, గో టు టైప్ ఈజ్ SSH. ఫస్ట్ దండి టైప్ custom type is SSH. Custom source is from anywhere. And add one more rule. This is a web application, right? So we need HTTP. Type is HTTP. మీరు డైరెక్ట్ టైప్ చేసేయచ్చండి, అంత డ్రాప్ డౌన్ లిస్ట్ ఇవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. సెర్చ్ ఉంది కదా, అక్కడ HTTP అని టైప్ చేసి వచ్చేస్తుంది. కస్టమ్ ఎనీవేర్. And we are going to deploy a web application, internal and external port number, I think 8080. So select add role, custom TCP, don't change it, and port number is 8080, and connect from anywhere. Now can scroll down. Scroll down, create a security group. Now description it is asking, you can give just like my app EKS SG. Now can go back to the EKS cluster. And before that, you can go to the notepad and you can write down the step. నేను మర్చిపోయిన మీరు గుర్తు చేయండి. Okay. Next line, create security group. With below roles. With below inbound roles. Inbound rules. Very simple. SSH equal to 80. HTTP equal to SSH equal to 22. HTTP equal to 80. Custom TCP 8080. Custom TCP. Done. So the next option is, so we need to select the security group which are you created. My app EKS SG, that you can please select that. Now scroll down. Now this is application will be accessible from the public network. So that's why I'm making as a public only. The next. So this is a default one. Don't make any changes. Next. Select add-ons. Don't make any add-ons. By default, it will be selected. You can click on next. Now finally, you have a Last step, you can check that the core DNS and Q proxy, everything is by default, the versions, everything will updated. Don't make any changes here and click on next. Finally, just check review each and every category. It's perfectly created or not, then you can create it. So this cluster will take 12 minutes to create. This cluster will take 12 minutes to create. Okay. So during the time, so you need to wait. So don't create anything here. Don't create anything here. Can you please refresh the entire console? Okay. Can you please refresh once again? Perfect. Now the cluster is created. Okay. So now moving to the next step. So task 2, add node groups to task 2. Add node groups to cluster. So how you're doing? Before creating a cluster node group, so what we are doing is, again, we are creating. So one more, okay, one more rule is required. One more rule is required. That is called node group rule to managing the EC2 container registries. So for that, you can create a new role. Inside that EC2, select the EC2 service. Next, the list of EC2 supported services role link is must. So the three rules must and should you need to select. The two rules from EKS, one rule from EC2. So first we'll go for EC2. Okay. Amazon EC2, you can type that without space. Amazon EC2 container without space, you can type. Container. Hit enter. In that, you need to select Amazon EC2 container registry read only. The third one you need to select. Then the filter above, you need to close it. The filter, you need to close it. Then after that, you need to type Amazon EKS. Amazon EKS, hit enter. In that, the second policy, you need to select CNI policy and worker node policy. The fourth one. Now can remove the filter. Click on next. You can give the role name. My app. EKS node. EKS node hyphen role. Okay. Now scroll down. And now can create a role. I think description you added right successfully. Okay. Now can go back to EKS cluster. Now you can go to below the compute option is there. Compute option you can select. In the compute option, you need to create a node group, right? Add node group. Now can give the name my app EKS cluster node group. EKS cluster. Maybe you can give like that a cluster one hyphen node group. Okay. So then we can easily understand that, okay, this node group is created under the cluster one. So the naming conventions are very, very important. Now, so the node IAM rule just now we created, right? So just refresh it and you can drop down this automatically. It will pick up. Yeah. Right. Then scroll down. Now don't select anything. By default, you can click next. Now here, it's very important thing. So AMI type, you can leave it Amazon 9x2, capacity on demand, and now T3 also, T3 medium, this size is 20. Now node group scaling configuration, make it 111. Desired minimum, maximum 111 you can select so that you don't get any problem for the additional pricing will be get created. So EKS cluster is not chargeable, only the instances, whatever you're creating that you have selected in the minimum, the free tier eligible missions, it will work. So you don't have any problem in that. Create once practice is completed, you can delete it. Now can click on next. So this is a default subnet groups. Okay, we are selecting from the Canada Central, I think so. You are connected from the Canada Central. That will directly pick up. Then scroll down. Next. And finally, you can create the node group. Finally, you can create the node group. So you can add that points here in the task 2. Copy. Okay, next. So our job is completed. Now we can move to task 3. So task 3 is authentication of EKS cluster. Authentication of EKS cluster. So previously we have noted down the commands. Have you do you have that commands? So that is called AWS STS get caller identity. No, you don't have that?
No, Rajesh. I don't.
Okay, fine. So go to the console. In the console, in the right side, we have a cloud shell is there. In the right to top corner, there is a um, small icon is the right to top corner before that bell symbol. Right to top corner, not on the left, right to top corner, the before, right and right, left kaadu. Before the bell, there's a shell option is that cloud shell. Click on that. So now we are moving to cloud shell. Open it, no problem. Now can run the command AWS space STS space get hyphen caller hyphen identity. Enter. Perfect. So that means what is your login ID? You're currently logged in. That information it will show you the user ID, account information, ARN information. So the next step is, okay, you need to update the kubeconfig command about the region. So run the command AWS space EKS space update hyphen kubeconfig space hyphen region space CA hyphen central hyphen 1. CA-central-1. Based on your region, you need to select that. Then space hyphen name. Hyphen name. Space. So what is your cluster name you have created? My app, some name is there, right? Go to the notepad and you can copy that one. Yeah, my app EKS Cluster 1. You can copy that and you can paste it there. That's it. Now I can hit enter. So added new content. You can see that .cube config file was created. Huh? You can see the last line under /home cloud shell user .cube config is showing there. You can just show the cursor. Everybody can see that. Yeah, that was did. So in the /home cloud shell -user /.cube. So that's the configuration file was ready. Now what we are doing it, we are going to open the configuration file, what it is. How to open that? Cat command. Cat space cat space .cube /config అండి. Enter. So this is the entire configuration. So better if you can open in a full window in the right side, there's a pop-out symbol is there. Can you click on that pop-out symbol? Yeah. Click on that. It open in a new window, full screen. Close it. So you can see the complete information about the configuration, about your cluster. Yeah, this is the one. So whatever the configuration settings, everything was updated here. So if this file is get corrupted, then it will become a big problem for us. So for any editing purpose, we need to install Nano for managing any kind of content inside the files. So can you please install the command sudo yum yum means yum install Nano. Install spelling INSTALL space Nano. Enter. I think Nano is already installed. We don't want to do anything. So I think it's up to date. So now we need to create a file. Now we need to create a file, the AML file. Okay, now we need to create an AML file for deploying a application. So type a nano. No. Nano. Not VI editor, nano editor. Nano space my app -pod.yaml. My app -pod.yaml. YAML or YML, anything would be fine. You can give YAML. Hit enter. So now here we need to write down our application related YAML configuration. That's called manifest file. So open a new tab in the browser. Better you can go to Notepad++ and one more tab, new tab. So API version, small letter. V should be capital. API. నేను రాసిచ్చేనా ఫాస్ట్ గా నోట్స్ రాస్తా. API version colon space V1. Next kind pod. K should be small and P should be capital. Pod. Kind colon pod అంటే ఆల్రెడీ రాసాం కదా గోపి. Kind space pod. Next line, metadata. Metadata, give the next name, the next line, indentation. No. Indentation అంటే రెండు స్పేస్ ఇవ్వమని చెప్పడానికి ఇండెంటేషన్ అంటాం యాక్చువల్గా. ఓకే. సో నేమ్ colon space my app hyphen pod. Next, under the name, labels, labels, colon, enter, indentation, app, app, colon, space, my app hyphen EKS, enter. Backspace, spec, colon, enter, indentation, containers, colon, enter, hyphen, space, name. This is the container name you are entering, colon, space, my app hyphen container. Then we need to take the image from the my hub.docker.com, enter. So indentation, name, sorry, image, colon, space, go to browser hub.docker.com. Enter. Now can type in that 2048. 2048. 2048 is a game, guys. Okay. 2048 is a game. So the second application is there, Blackie. It's a black ice bird. Okay, can click on that. Click on that. So this application I'm going to deploy. black ice bird application I'm going to deploy. This is actually a game, small game. Okay. Whether it'll work or not, don't know. Okay. So just we can deploy this application. So in the right side, Docker pull black icebird 2048 is there, right? You can copy the name. Only, only we need to type black icebird / 2048. Not Docker pull. Docker pull automatically it will take. You don't want enter. Hmm. Just paste here. Enter. Ports. Colon. Enter. Hyphen. Sorry. Space. Hyphen. Container port. Space container port. Sorry. Hyphen की container की मध्य space इवंट. Container port. C should be capital. C should be capital. Sorry. P should be capital. P should be capital. Container port, right? The second word should be capital. The first letter, the first word completely lowercase only. Container port, colon, space. Let me check the hub.docker.com. You can go. The application is running on which port number it will tells that. Scroll down. Go to tags. No. Scroll up. There is a tags is showing. Tags. In the left side, yeah, tags is there. It's a small file, 3.93 MB. Okay, can give the port number 80. Okay, copy the entire lines. Control A. Copy. And go to the editor. You can right click. Just right click. Paste. Paste. Okay. Escape. The below there is a options are showing. 1 minute, I'll tell you. Write out where is cut test, justify, undo, mark test, previous, back, home. Can you please select a Control X? Control X. So here it is asking save modified buffer. Why? Save. Y means save. And here there is an option is showing Control C. Control E. You can give the Control E. No changes, right? Again, Control X. Answering no will discard the changes. Okay. Can you please type N? Perfect. So now the data, everything is, I think, safe. We need to check that cat space my app hyphen pod.yaml. You need to check that. My app hyphen pod.yaml. I think the path should be correctly. We need to update cat. Type ls.
.yaml.
So you entered the wrong name, Gopi. Cat space my app hyphen pod dot yaml. You given hyphen yaml. You given స్పెల్లింగ్ రాంగ్ గా ఉందండి. మీ కీబోర్డ్ ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. కరెక్ట్ గా టైప్ చేయండి నేమ్స్.
వాట్ రాజేష్?
మీ కీబోర్డ్ ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది అనుకుంటా. టైప్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా, ఈ స్పెల్లింగ్స్ తప్పుగా ఉన్నాయి.
మై
యాప్ హైఫన్ పాడ్ డాట్ YAML. Enter. Type ls. టైప్ నానో కమాండ్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ కమాండ్ యాస్టీస్ గా టైప్ చేయండి. అప్ యారో కీని 2 times ప్రెస్ చేస్తే వస్తుంది చూడండి. క్లిక్ ఆన్ అప్ యారో కీ. One more time. Yeah, enter. I think empty. You can paste the file 1 second. One minute. Let me check the commands. Can you please type that Control O? ఏమైందండి?
కంట్రోల్ విండో వచ్చిందండి.
విండోనా? ఓహో, నో. క్యాన్సిల్ చేయండి. ఇక్కడ మౌస్ తో క్లిక్ చేసిన తర్వాత టైప్ చేయండి Control O. Control X. ఇప్పుడు Control X ఇవ్వండి. వినబడుతుందా?
వినిపిస్తుంది. కంట్రోల్ ఎక్స్ ఇచ్చాను. నథింగ్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్.
One minute. Control X ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత ఎంటర్ ఇవ్వండి. ఎంటర్.
సేవ్ ఫైల్ అండర్ డిఫరెంట్ నేమ్.
వై? నో కదా.
ఎన్నిస్తే ఇది వచ్చింది రాజేష్?
Control O అయితే వచ్చింది కదా, యాక్సెస్ అయితే అయింది కదా.
కంట్రోల్ పెట్టిన తర్వాతనే మనకి ఇది వచ్చింది కదా. సేవ్ అయినట్ట కాదు.
Control O అయితే సేవే. సో తర్వాత Control X ఇచ్చి ఎగ్జిట్ అవ్వాలి యాక్చువల్గా. కంట్రోల్ ఎక్స్ ఇవ్వండి ఒకసారి ఇప్పుడు.
Yeah.
ఎంటర్ ఇవ్వండి. కంట్రోల్ ఎక్స్ ఇవ్వండి ఇప్పుడు. నో ఇవ్వండి. ఎన్. ఇప్పుడు క్యాట్, ఇప్పుడు ఎల్ఎస్ అని టైప్ చేయండి. ఎల్ఎస్ ఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వాలి. ఒక పని చేయండి, క్యాట్ స్పేస్ డాట్ క్యూ సారీ cat space /home /tab, hit tab, then dot cube / hit tab,
Hit
tab.
Okay.
One more time. One more time అండి, డాట్ కాదు, one more time అని అడుగుతున్నా.
అదే వన్ మోర్ టైం చేస్తేనే డాట్ వచ్చింది.
ఓకే, one more time. One more time. The files are not created actually. Remove that complete line. మీ కీబోర్డ్ లో ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
ఏం లేదండి.
లేదా? ఓకే, రైట్. నానోకి మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళండి. నానో మై యాప్ పాడ్ YAML, you can give that. Okay, enter. Now can paste the command. Directly you can do that. Control O, enter. Control X, enter. Now can type ls. ఓకే, మీరు యాక్చువల్గా స్టెప్స్ కొద్దిగా మిస్టేక్ చేశారు, అందుకని పని చేయట్లేదు అది. కంట్రోల్ O, ఎంటర్, కంట్రోల్ X, ఎంటర్. ఇది ఫాలోడ్ బై ఫాలో చేయాలి యాక్చువల్గా. ఓకే, క్లియర్? ఓకే. So now our YAML configuration file is ready. Now we are going to create a pod. Now we are going to create a pod. So what is the command? Normally kubectl apply -f, then YAML file. kubectl space apply hyphen కాదండి, ఓన్లీ అప్లై, then -f. అలా రిమూవ్ చేసేయండి, నేను చెప్పినట్టు చేయండి ఒకసారి. మొత్తం తీసేయండి. kubectl space apply space -f space hit tab. ట్యాబ్ ఏది పని చేయకుండా ఉన్నది ఇది. సో అక్కడ టైప్ చేయండి మై యాప్ హైఫన్ pod.yaml. Okay, hit enter.
Converting YAML to JSON.
ఈ లైన్ తీసుకునేసి ఒకసారి గూగుల్ సెర్చ్ చేయండి. The error line, you can take it and you can Google search. I'm also searching for this. Scroll down. Oh, go down. Scroll down. ఒకసారి కమాండ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తారా? హెల్మ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ గ్లూ నేమ్ స్పేస్ గ్లూ సిస్టమ్ అని ఉంది కదా, ఆ లైన్ మొత్తాన్ని కాపీ చేసుకుని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయండి.
అప్ టు YAML.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండండి. YML కాదు, ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే గ్లూ నేమ్ స్పేస్ గ్లూ సిస్టమ్ అని ఉంది కదా, -f గ్లూ వరకు తీసుకోవాలా. సో తర్వాత మన కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ ఫైల్ ఉంది కదా, ఒక నోట్ ప్యాడ్లో పేస్ట్ చేసుకునేసి మొత్తం టైప్ చేసుకున్న తర్వాత ఒకేసారి లైన్ సింగిల్ లైన్లో పేస్ట్ చేయండి. Go back to the article. / తీసుకోండి. / తీసుకొని my app hyphen pod .yml dot కాపీ చేసుకోండి లైన్ మొత్తం. Helm is a package manager. Okay. Enter.
Command not found.
So go back to the article and you can check for different article now from the Google.
This is another one.
Okay. Wait. Scroll down. Scroll down. Down. Scroll down.
In the YAML 80 or 8080?
80 we given.
80 ని ఇచ్చాం మనం యాక్చువల్గా. Scroll down.
Given 80 ఉంది.
ఓకే, చూద్దాం. ఒక లేకపోతే 8080 కూడా ఇద్దాం. Scroll down. అందులో కదండి రైట్ సైడ్ లో స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ చేయండి చెప్తా. ఆన్సర్స్ మనకు దొరకట్లేదు. ఈ రైట్ సైడ్ లో చూడండి, రైట్ సైడ్ లో స్క్రోల్ డౌన్ ఆప్షన్ చూడండి. కిందకి రండి. స్టాప్. స్క్రోల్ డౌన్. ఒక పని చేయండి, ఒక న్యూ ట్యాబ్ ఓపెన్ చేసి YAML వాలిడేటర్ అని గూగుల్లో సెర్చ్ చేయండి. ఒక లింక్ వస్తుంది ymllint.com అని. దాంట్లో ఒక కోడ్ పేస్ట్ చేసేసి చెక్ చేద్దాం వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వ్యాలిడ్ ఆర్ నాట్ ద కోడ్. ద ఫస్ట్ క్లిక్. You can paste the code. Click on go. సో స్పేస్ అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఇమేజ్ కిందనే పోర్ట్స్ అనివ్వండి, ఇమేజ్ కిందనే పోర్ట్ అనివ్వండి. రైట్. ఇప్పుడు పోర్ట్స్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే కంటైనర్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ పోర్ట్స్ దగ్గర హైఫన్ కింద పి ఉండేటట్టు చూసుకోండి. మార్జిన్ స్పేస్ ఇవ్వండి. ఇప్పుడు ఇవ్వండి. Now can take this complete line and you can paste it there. ఇక్కడ తీసుకోకూడదు, ఇక్కడ తీసుకుంటే మళ్ళీ ప్రాబ్లం అయిపోతుంది. అక్కడి నుంచే తీసుకో. లేదు, ఇక్కడ నుంచే తీసుకోండి, డైరెక్ట్గా అక్కడ పేస్ట్ చేద్దాం. నానో కమాండ్ యూజ్ చేయండి. నానో మై యాప్ పాడ్ YML ఉంది కదా, దీన్ని రిమూవ్ చేయండి. కరెక్ట్గా ఉంది బట్ రిమూవ్ చేయండి. బ్యాక్ స్పేస్ ఇవ్వండి, రిమూవ్ చేయండి. బ్యాక్ స్పేస్ ఒక దగ్గర ఎంటర్ చేసి బ్యాక్ స్పేస్ ఇచ్చుకుంటే రిమూవ్ చేయండి అంటున్నా. రావట్లేదా? ఏదైనా టైప్ చేయండి, జస్ట్ ఏదైనా టైప్ చేయండి.
టైప్ కూడా కావట్లేదు.
టైప్ కూడా కావట్లేదా?
టైప్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే,
రైట్. Now can paste the command. Now can Control O enter, Control X enter. మీరు కీబోర్డ్ లోనే ఉండాలి అక్కడ. రైట్. కంట్రోల్ O ఎంటర్, కంట్రోల్ X ఎంటర్. ఇప్పుడు రన్ చేయండి కమాండ్. ఇంత ముందుగా kubectl అప్లై కమాండ్ ఉంది కదా, దాన్ని రన్ చేయండి. So the code is problem actually. Okay, the problem is code, whatever we written that. So now we have solved the problem actually. Now we have solved the problem. Now can check the pods are created or not. So pods are running or not, that we need to check that. So the command is control command line lo unnandi, marchkandi. kubectl get pods, kubectl get pods. మీ కమాండ్ కరెక్ట్ గా ఉందో లేదా చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు ymllint.com నుంచి. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ కాపీ చేయకండి, డైరెక్ట్ గా కాపీ చేసేయండి కోడ్. ఓకే, kubectl get pods.
స్పేస్,
నేను స్పేస్ ఉంటే స్పేస్ అని చెప్తాను కదా. అట్లా కదండి, నేను క్యూసిటిఎల్ గెట్ పార్ట్స్ అన్నప్పుడు గ్యాప్ ఇస్తున్నాను. ఓకేనా, గెట్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు స్పేస్ వస్తుంది.
ఓకే.
అంటే కొద్ది కమాండ్స్ మనం చెప్పడం కష్టం అవుతుంది, సో అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి అంతే. గెట్ అనేది కోడ్ కదా, స్పేస్ పార్ట్స్. Enter. It's running fine. My app is successfully running. So guys, most of the job is successfully completed. Yeah. So now few more steps to, okay, few more steps to verify your application. Now we need to we can create application deployment. There's a small changes is there. So we can type one more script, nano space my 2048 game.yaml. Game.yaml. You can type, hit enter. Now you can go to the notepad, open a new page. నేను మీకు డైరెక్ట్గా కోడే ఇచ్చేస్తాను. గివ్ మీ మినిట్. So can you please open your notepad, the before page? Yeah, please wait. Now we are deploying the service, so that's why I'm little bit commands I'm adding here. Can you please check the command in the chat? Can you please copy and paste into the yamllint.com?
This is Rajesh.
Sorry, I'm speaking on mute. Copy the command. You can go to the yamllint.com and you can validate the command.
Okay.
Perfect. Now can copy here. Now can from this code you can copy here. You can go to the, you can paste it. Now Control O, enter, Control X, enter. Done?
Done.
So now the main files are readily available. Okay. Now what we need to do, we need to create one more pod. That means one more application. So with this service, kubectl apply kubectl apply -f my 2048 game.yaml. Enter. Successfully created. Now can check the, okay. Now can check the detailed information about the application. So this application, whether it is successfully created or not. So the command is describe command, kubectl space describe. Space SVC. SVC means service. Okay. SVC space my 2048 game. That's it. Hit enter. So the detailed information about your application, it is shown here. So your application, load balancer, everything is readily available. Okay. Just you can copy the load balancer ingress URL is there, right? You can copy that. Load balancer ingress URL is there. You can copy that.
This one only, Rajesh.
Open in new tab.
New
You can
tab.
paste that link. And you can go to Amazon EC2. In the left side, go to Elastic Load Balancer. Load balancers. Click on that. See, your application is readily available. Okay, the same name, you can cross verify. So, and starting with the EAB 288.
9C 32C, correct. 92.
Correct, right? You can open that. Click on open that. Now you can check that whether instance is the load balancer is working or not. That means active or not. You can check that. So go back to the load balancers once again. Now it's going to scroll to right. State is it is not showing that. You can refresh it. Refresh the console. Can you please open a new tab and you can paste that only that URL from the notepad? From the notepad, the URL is there, right? Up to that, yeah, you can copy and paste into the page, new page, and we can check that.
Here?
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So perfectly we can deliver the applications. Actually, this is a game application. Somebody was developed. We are not developing that. Any application you can develop, no issues. You can develop web applications also, you can apply it. Okay, I don't know the game, how it will performing. I really don't know. So just it's a sample game we are deploying that. In hub.docker.com, so many applications are there. You can deploy based on your convenient. So Gopi, take your time after the record. Once it is received, please note a proper notes. Okay. Okay. Send it to me. So send it to group also. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And don't forget to delete the cluster. I already explained the deletion of the cluster. You can check.
Yeah. I can delete.
Right.
Yeah.
So guys, any type of applications you can deploy in a proper way. Okay. Different applications are different models. We are not expert in that. Okay. So, but ultimately the goal is that deploying the applications on the pod, this is the manner. So take a time for today and tomorrow. and please complete this, okay, without any fail. Sorry, I think today Sunday, right? Okay, take this time today and please complete it. And tomorrow we are planning to take care of Docker. I'm not at plan. If anything, I'll update you tomorrow. So there's a small time delay will be there. So you need to join at least 1 hour early, like that 7 o'clock. You need to finish it. If anybody is not joined Docker classes and all, so we'll take the session by 7 o'clock. Okay. So, and how many of you completed Jenkins? How many of you completed Jenkins? Everybody you completed Jenkins, right?
Yes.
No problem. So then the next concept is creating the Docker. Okay. And how to create a Docker. So the session will be continue for 2 to 3 days. Then Docker, how you'll be deploying through, and how can you deploy through Jenkins pipeline also I'm going to explain. Okay. Kubernetes level I explain. So my job, and the same way, once again, almost taking a more than month for Docker services. Again, I'll be explaining about the Docker services, how it will be, how to create a container, what are the commands are there, and those container imaging publishing, and the images will be stored in ECR, Elastic Kubernetes Registry, and the same way, hub.docker.com also, we need to do that. So this is the next 2 days plan. So everybody please join and complete the task without fail. Please practice because of this a very lengthy lab. Okay. So use the tools like yamlin.com and you can modify the scripts and all. Okay. You can complete application deployment. You can deploy Tomcat web applications, any kind of websites you can deploy, any kind of application packaging you can deploy, anything you can do it. So don't forget, Gopi, please delete the cluster nodes and cluster complete cluster you can remove from the EKS environment. Otherwise, it will be chargeable in your account.
Yeah, I will delete within half an hour. I will write the notes and I will delete.
Yeah, you can please write the notes and you can delete it. Huh?
Yeah, half an hour time I will.
Any questions before ending the session?
Sir, I have one more question, sir. When I
Shashi, tell.
was pay the amount, it not accepted, sir. In
Sorry?
AWS account. AWS account amount పే చేస్తుంటే యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయడం లేదు, ఒకసారి చెప్తారా సార్?
చూద్దామండి అది సరేనా, అది అకౌంట్స్ స్పెసిఫిక్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది, నేను చెప్తాను మీకు. ఒకవేళ లేకపోతే వాళ్ళకి టికెట్ రైజ్ చేయొచ్చు, టికెట్ రైజ్ చేసినా కూడా సాల్వ్ చేస్తారు వాళ్ళు. రైట్,
యాక్చువల్గా మీ మెయిల్ కి లింక్ వస్తుందండి, దాంతో పే చేయొచ్చు.
పే చేయొచ్చు. అదే you will get a mail every month, first I think first date after 12 o'clock. So that link you can click and you can pay directly. పే చేసిన తర్వాత 1 day అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది. ఒకసారి ట్రై చేయి, లేకపోతే నాకు ఫోన్ చేయి, నేను హెల్ప్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. బాయ్.